Hey everyone. Today I want to talk to you about anchors. So, anchors are the tools, the practices, the people that help us feel safe, connected, present, grounded. I first learned of this term in a polyvagal theory training that I did with Deb Dana. And in the training, anchors were the means to bring us back into what's called the ventral vagal state. So we feel social, we feel connected, we feel relatively safe, we feel relatively relaxed. And so looking at the nervous system states, and I can link where I've posted before with the nervous system states map sort of laid out. We're trying to find ways to move us from the dorsal vagal state, which is more like depressed, stuck, frozen energy, or the sympathetic state, which is more fight or flight, anxious energy, and again, back into ventral vagal. So simply put, anchors are those tools that help us feel better. So if you are completely new to this and aren't really sure what those things might be for you, give yourself some time to be in the observer role. So the next week, 2 weeks, paying attention to when you feel your best, body, mind, and spirit. What helps you feel your healthiest, your most balanced, your most safe self? Who are you with? What are the things that you're doing that help you feel that grounded, well way? So beginning to sort of investigate what those things could be for you and jotting them down. And if you're someone who already knows what they are, I also invite you to write them down. I think making a list is one of the simplest and most effective ways to bring these like coping strategies, self-care practices out of the hypothetical and into real life, actually weaving them into our weeks. And so making a list so that we can remember what those things are is a really important step. We are creatures that will go into autopilot really quickly, and that doesn't always bring us to the most balanced, healthiest self. So figure out what your anchors are, put them in a list, put them on a Post-it, write them down somewhere, and then schedule those things consistently. Again, looking at your week, your weeks, your month, and seeing where can I put these things in proactively. Just an example from my own list of anchors. Some of the things I have on mine are meditation, going for nature walks, using mantras and affirmations. You know that I love to put an affirmation on a Post-it note. One of my Post-its right now, that might be backwards, is "It will all get done." I am in the process of moving, and so things have been feeling very transition-y. Transitions are really hard for the nervous system, and so I have been tuning in with my anchors, knowing that this is going to be a time of more stress, more thinking, more planning than might be my baseline. And so one of the things I really need to hear is that it will all get done. So I turn to my Post-it and I make sure that my other anchors are being scheduled, like meditations, like classes that I really love, whether it's a yoga class, a meditation class, a dance class, making sure that I'm caring for my body, eating consistently, drinking water. Other times it might be practicing self-compassion, texting a friend that's always supportive. So those are some of mine that I know really support me anytime, but especially when I know, okay, I've got a lot coming up. I know I'm going to be going through a little bit more stress than I usually would. How am I taking care of myself? Where are my anchors? And am I making sure they're happening? So that is our chat today on anchors. I'd be curious to hear what some of yours are, how they work for you, and I'm here if you have any questions. Until next time, take good care.